Actually, our recent song we've been working on was their idea. They wanted, quote unquote, a song to have sex to. And
Well, welcome to the Distorted Dialogue podcast. My name's Mike. We got the band Subjugator coming all the way from the West Coast.
San Diego, California.
Welcome, welcome. Thanks for stopping by on such short notice, too. I'm
Yeah,
really
thank you for having us.
appreciative. Yeah, really appreciate it, man.
Thank you
So,
for having us on your podcast. We really appreciate it.
yeah, for sure. Well, hey, I was just listening to Brain Maze for like, I don't know, the 10th or 12th time. Great stuff, man. Solid metalcore, I would call it.
Yeah, that's usually what we call it. It's a little different than metalcore, but
Yeah, yeah, it has like some melodic death notes to it, and even some punk feels at times too.
I think it kind of just came from all our other inspirations.
Yeah, there's something, the first song, there's something in it, and it reminds me of something, and I must have listened to it like 15 times, and I can't put my finger on it, you know? Drives me nuts.
And then the other guys here too. About time.
So you guys a three-piece?
Five, four to
four
five.
to five. Yeah, that's really hard to explain. Yeah.
Depends on the day, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Pretty fucking much.
Actually, yeah, it just depends on the day. Our lead guitarist and producer, he's in the Navy. So it's
Oh,
very erratic if he's able to play with us. For example,
totally.
we went on tour in December and he wasn't able to do it.
Yeah,
But he still plays shows with us when he can.
that's awesome. Is he in like active duty Navy or like reserves?
Yeah, active duty.
Oh man, that gotta be hard.
Yeah, no, I don't know
Yeah.
how he does it. He's in two other bands because he's in Vedma as well. So
Oh, okay. So is it Rob?
no, Rob's friend Barry. They're also their lead guitarist. Yeah, I don't know how he balances like three bands, being in the Navy and all that. It's wild to me. I mean, there's been times where he'll come over and we'll be up till 3 recording, and then he takes off because he's like, all right, I gotta go to work now. It's like I don't know how he pulls that off. It's
Yeah,
impressive.
Barry can play too. He great guitarist.
Yeah, he's
Insane.
incredible. I have no clue where we would be or what we'd be doing without that guy around. He's incredible.
So why don't you guys introduce yourselves and let me know what you guys play?
Okay, well, I'm Billy Allen. I'm the drummer.
I'm Tier. I'm the vocalist. I used to play guitar for this band.
I'm Maximo and I'm the bassist.
Yeah, well, thanks for coming by again, man. Really appreciate it and great stuff. Where do you guys like when you write, especially with like Barry being, in and out like when he can, how hard is it for you guys to like write and get together and like nail things down?
Most of our songs we wrote in like an hour.
Yeah,
Barry would come over and be like, "Hold on, guys, I have this right." And he'd be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Okay, write some lyrics," and then it all just comes together in like an hour, and then like over the course of like a couple of weeks, but like, I'll write my own drums for it, and we'll put it all together, and
And that takes forever because homeboy over here changes his mind every 5 minutes. Like, oh, I had this other idea. It's like, bro, the song's already been released. You
yeah,
can't
pretty
change it
much.
now. But yeah, it is easy for us to get together because everyone except for Barry and I lives in this apartment.
Oh,
So
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we live together. So it's pretty easy for us to all meet up. But
So how bad do
recording.
your neighbors hate you?
oh,
Oh, right.
we'll probably get into a noise complaint for this
Oh
fucking
man.
podcast.
Yeah. We get
Well, we've gotten 10 already.
Fucking some shit like that.
Yeah, 10 noise complaints.
I've been there for half of them, so
But
it's
like
awesome.
like 3 are from Justin
Our other guitar.
and
Yeah.
and 3 are from you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then the others were just like we were partying in the apartment, and they're like, "Shut the fuck up."
there was a week period I think we went, or I don't know why we're saying week. I basically live here. I'm here almost every day,
Yeah.
but there was a span of a week where there was a noise complaint. I think like 3 or 4 times in the
Oh
span of
man.
it was nuts.
Dude.
I don't know how that happened.
So you guys play drums like right there in the apartment?
No, no.
Oh, I
Fucking
was like, whoa.
I go
Yeah.
out like 10, 15 minutes down the road to my mom's house. It's still in her garage, so
Oh, your poor mom. Your poor mom.
no, she loves it.
Oh,
She
okay.
fucking loves it because she gets to see me.
Yeah, he used to play at my house, but his drum corner was so dirty, we got kicked out of our old band room by
Oh,
my
yeah.
stepdad. So
Yeah.
we moved to his mom's garage, basically. But yeah, it was pretty funny. Pretty
So
wild.
where do you guys draw inspiration from? I mean, like, because I know Vaidma's more of like a deathcore, and you guys are more of like, I don't want to say metalcore because like you guys
Kind of,
have like
kind
a
of.
lot of melody and stuff in there too. Great stuff.
Yeah, we started out as a just straight thrash metal band because that's all I liked. I like thrash metal, right? That's my biggest genre. I love that stuff. And then as we went on, we got this other guitarist. He's not with us anymore, but his name was Sean Maxon, and he was a huge metalcore guy, and he couldn't play riffs in standard tuning because the only thing he'd ever played was drop tuning. Yeah, you got to check out metalcore, man, and all this. And then slowly but surely, we started getting introduced to metalcore. Billy and I fell in love with crabcore, Asking
Yeah.
Alexandria,
Okay.
bands like that, and we loved it. But
Well,
Actually, when I first joined Subjugator, they
you
were
were
they were they were a thrash metal band,
you were
and
a
I was a
grunge
fucking
drummer.
grunge drummer. Like I didn't know how to play double bass. All I listened to was like Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains,
Yeah,
Nirvana, and that shit. And I was like, well, fuck. Now I gotta learn this metal shit. So then I started doing listening to a lot of Metallica, and then we, Asking Alexandria, Sevenfold,
yeah.
Bullet, heavy on fucking Bullet, dude.
Bullet for My Valentine.
A lot of
Yeah.
motionless in
okay.
white.
Yeah, I mean, personally for me, lyric wise and vocals, I've always found that in metal bands, the screams, it's cool sounds, but you can tell a lot of the time when they're trying to portray anger that they're almost doing it safely or with a vocal technique. And I've never been a big fan of that. And I think for vocals and writing wise, I always looked to Corey Taylor because the anger that he had was very believable.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah.
listen to that guy, you're like, wow, that guy's actually really mad. Like this isn't a front he's putting up for a song. He's really mad. So I think we really try to emphasize, especially when it comes to vocals and the way Barry mixes them, anger. Even with drums, everything we want is aggression, but believable aggression. We want real anger.
Yeah,
Cool.
it definitely sounds like sincere. Like it's definitely not like a manufactured, flat, sterile album. I get sent a lot of those. So it was definitely a nice listen.
Thank you. Yeah, I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So Barry does your mixing and producing too? Because he did a great job on this one.
Yeah, yeah, he
Yeah, a little bit of Maximo too,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah,
Oh,
I did one with the machine and IHOP. Was it IHOP?
um
I don't know which
I
one did you mix, bro.
you mixed them. I
Yeah,
can't
what do you mean? How are you asking us?
I just remember I did one with the machine,
Yeah.
and I think it was IHOP too.
Yeah,
There was
Barry
another one.
Barry does for the most part our mixing and mastering, but he's actually only been in the band a couple months. But when he came in, he had some skills as well, so we put him to work and paired him up with Barry, and those two mixed a couple of the songs on that EP together. So it was pretty cool to see that teamwork work. But yeah, for the most part, Barry's doing most of our recording, mixing, mastering, all that.
so are you guys kind of like a newly formed band? Because I know your release just came out only like 3 weeks ago, maybe on the 10th. And
Right.
like especially like you're saying, you're just churning out riff after riff. Like I'm excited to see like what's coming next for you guys. But let's settle on this a little bit. Are you gonna have some shows and stuff supporting this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we have a show on the 21st at Humble Heart OB. It's gonna be like a battle of the bands. And if we
Okay.
win, we play there again on the
And nice.
28th for like the big prize or whatever.
Yeah.
And then right now we're trying to just set up some shows around LA and San Diego. Like I know right now we're talking about setting up another show at the Slipper Clutch in LA, which was
Okay.
a sick we put on tour. And then we have a few connections to the LA music scene and the Phoenix music scene, so we're also probably trying to expand into Phoenix a little bit.
Yes. Thank you, Jared from Bless the Fall.
Thank you, Jared, for Bless the Fall.
Yeah,
Bless the
cool guy.
Fall. I don't know them.
Yeah,
Another
very.
like metalcore band.
Very emo, man. Very 2000s emo. They basically created like crabcore, I found out, but pretty cool guy. Cool guy.
They sound familiar. I was into metalcore. Like I grew up into thrash and like I'm way older than you guys. But like I grew up into thrash and all that. And then when I went to the Marines, I started discovering like we didn't have the internet. So we had like we had like tape trading in the Marines because we were all poor. So I met
Right.
people from everywhere, and that's when I started getting into like Poison the Well just came out, and Shai Hulud, and like some older metalcore.
Yeah,
And
dude. I've been meaning to listen to more of those guys just because the name. I'm a huge Dune fan. So when I
that's
saw the name, I was like, oh, no way.
so I did it reverse. I got into Shai Hulud, and then I ended up going back and reading Dune because of like their albums and the name.
Yeah,
Their
tough.
their lyric. I just saw them in December, like on a reunion tour, and I was even asking them about their lyrics. Like they're one of the most impressive lyricists in metal for me. Like it's all just positive about overcoming like, negativity, and it's great stuff. I'll send some stuff to you after this.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd love to check that out. That'd be cool.
Yeah, so for me, like, and that was like what was so cool about your album. When somebody says metalcore to me, I'm thinking old school metalcore, like those bands, Shadows Fall, like a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when it came, I don't know like what year they came out. They're not. I'm like not really a fan of the band, but like that Ronnie Radke, I can't remember his
Oh,
Falling in Reverse.
Yeah.
yeah, not our thing either,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. So stuff came out like that, and people were like, "Oh, you need to check out this metalcore." And I'm listening to that, and I'm like, "Ugh."
There's
So
nothing core or hardcore about this, man.
right.
I
So
do.
it's nice.
I really thought she liked me.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
stop.
hate it, man. I hate that stuff.
So it was so nice to have like a metalcore band that had like the hardcore part back in metalcore. A lot of them today's metalcore lacks metal and it lacks the core part of it. So like, I don't even know why they name it that, but I think that your album fits that genre well. And I think your lyrics were great too. But I was kind of bummed out. I thought Starscream was going to be about the Transformers. And
It's named after the
It's named after the
Transformers. Yeah,
Transformers.
I
Yep.
love Transformers, man. And I wanted an excuse to write a song called Starscream because my girlfriend at the time, I don't know why I said at the time, she's still my girlfriend, but at the time, I meant my girlfriend at the time of recording, we recorded that around Christmas, and for
okay.
Christmas he got me this giant like Starscream statue, and the whole time recording, I was like, I want to name this song Starscream. And that's what we went with, man. We got some other Transformer name
What
song
was it called
ideas.
before? Fucking something stupid.
I don't think,
It was well, no, it was not marching orders. Was it marching orders? It
yeah,
was
it's
marching
called
orders.
Marching Orders. A completely different song idea, and the song just sucked. So we're like, let's take the cool riffs and let Barry do his magic.
Yeah, yeah. There's a band I was working with, and I never really thought about it before. They're called Cold Slither. I don't know if you guys have heard of them. They're out of
No.
Florida, but I work with a PR company called C Squared. Thank you, Curtis, for getting me some Cold Slither stuff. And they're on Raining Phoenix Music, which is like an up and coming record. Well, they're pretty out there now, and they got huge bands. But they're like a GI Joe themed
Oh,
band. So like
yeah,
That's
that's
sick. That's
awesome.
sick.
Oh man.
So when I was a kid, like I was really into G.I. Joe, and they had like a cartoon, and they had this band called the band in the G.I. Joe was called the Dreadnoks. They were like a metal band. They fell under Cobra, and they caused all this havoc and terrorism. And so they like dress up as the guys now. They have like Cobra themed guitars. They're backed by Hasbro. They're releasing like Cobra themed records, Cobra themed merchandise. And so when I interviewed him, I was talking to him and I was saying like, like because Hasbro owned them, the GI Joe product line. I was thinking like you could really market this into Transformers, like He-Man, WWF or WWE, I guess it is now, but you could really like do some really like concept stuff, and it was received really well, and they do like some GI Joe shows and stuff like that. Cool stuff.
Man. Yeah,
So,
that's awesome.
so when I saw Starscream, I was like, oh man, it's about GI Joes. But yeah, it's still a cool song. It's still a cool song. Or it was about Transformers, but it was still a cool song.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, yeah. GI Joe themed band. I've never heard of that, but that's pretty cool actually. I might have to check into that. That's a
Yeah.
very unique concept.
I'll send you them too.
Yeah, you
I,
said Cold Slither, right?
yeah, Cold Slither and the other band was Shai Hulud, but I think you knew them. I'll
Yeah,
send
yeah.
I'll send them to you after this. So
Cool.
how
Yeah.
did you guys all like meet up and become a band?
Long story about that.
Yeah. So I somewhat started this band during COVID with my childhood friend Jacob Estrada. He's off firefighting elsewhere now, but cool guy. But we both realized pretty early on we didn't really know how to play guitar. We'd both only started like a couple months prior. And we're like, yeah, let's start a band. And we were trying to recruit all of our friends to join. And we're like, let's call the band White Boy Summer. because all of our friends were Mexican, so I'd be the only white guy. They were like, it'd be funny, yeah. But we couldn't play our instruments. So we settled on we're gonna be a punk band because we can't play our instruments, and we knew punk was easy. So we're like, we're gonna do that. But along the way, things started getting more serious. I recruited friends from high school and quickly learned that you're not supposed to recruit friends from high school because none of them took it seriously. I was like, no, I want to do something with this. I don't want to just have fun, guys.
Yeah.
And I was hitting the gym a lot, and I met Sean Maxon, our old guitarist, at the gym. No idea he played guitar. I'd known the guy since I was 16. And then I met his brother there as well. We were all in a group, and I brought Sean in. I was like, "Yeah, come play guitar. We'll hang out." So we bounced around a couple drummers, and then Sean was like, "Hey, Brett, his
Oh,
brother,
brother.
like his little brother plays drums." I was like, "Really?" I was like, "Is the guy anything better than complete ass?" And he was like, "Yeah, he's pretty good." I was like, "Great, he's hired." I was
Yeah.
like, "We need someone."
And then
So
yeah, I went to my first rehearsal with them, and then I thought I shit the bucket, and I sent a group chat. I sent a text message to the group chat being like, "Sorry, I wasn't like my best today. I was really nervous." And then apparently, Sean Maxon got mad at me because I fucking blew him away.
yeah, I mean, you were like the best drummer we'd seen, and I don't want to trash on your skill or anything, but we'd worked with some really bad drummers at the time, so anything above 0% was incredible.
Yeah.
Right.
He
I know.
walked in, he could have played a 4/4 drum beat, and we would have fell in love
And then me and Maximo have been best friends since like
forever,
for
man.
like 4 years now. Like we're also high school buddies. But unlike he was saying, me and Maximo have always been in bands. Like ever since I met him, we've been in like probably six different bands, just fucking, And we had this old bass player who didn't work out for some reasons or the other. But then I hit up Maximo. I was like, "Yo, I know you have a bass. Here's the set list. You have to learn them right now." And
Yeah, that was entrapment, man. You guys moved him into the apartment because he wanted to move out, and you were like, "All right, you got to join our band now." And he was like, "Fuck."
he doesn't have his room. This is actually his bed right here.
Yeah, he's on the fucking couch.
You guys are like holding them hostage.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
If you don't play bass for us, we'll kick you out. You're going
fucking going on
homeless,
the street,
brother.
bud.
Oh man.
So
Yeah, it's-
I know Vadema was looking for a drummer for a long time too.
Also,
yeah.
funny story about that is that so we played the show at this venue called Navajo Live.
Okay.
Barry was there for some reason. I have no fucking idea why, but he thought we were really cool and was like, "Hey, I can fucking join you guys. Let me join." And so
Yeah.
then he brought Rob along with him, and then Rob was like, "Barry will only join if you give me your drummer." I was like, "Dude, I'm not a fucking prostitute. You can't just fucking
Yeah, no disrespect to Rob though. He's an awesome guy.
Yeah, I fucking
But
love Rob. Funny as
Rob,
hell.
he's a cool
That was
guy,
my
man.
first interaction with him. That shit was funny.
Oh, that guy's great.
Yeah, I've talked to him and Barry a couple times now, and they're both great dudes. So that's when you guys reached out. I was like, yeah, for sure. I was just busy as hell around Christmas, and you
Yeah,
know,
I wanted to give you some space to kind of handle your business and all that before
I don't know. I don't know
I-
how to handle anything. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just keep going forward, just keep going.
yeah, that's all you can do, man. That's all you can do.
But it's cool to see, like, so I grew up as a thrasher, but I've always thought of like the San Francisco, LA scene, obviously, like, Bay Area. But it's cool. I'm starting to learn like a lot of bands in the San Diego, SoCal scene. Like, I've just put a video up, I think it was yesterday or the day before, from Newcomb. And they're from San Diego too, if you're not familiar with Newcomb.
I'll have to just come out. I don't think I've heard of those guys before.
Dude,
But I'll,
Rob somehow knows their drummer, I think. I can't remember if it's their drummer or their bassist he knows, Norm or Don. I can't remember. And
uh,
so that's how I knew they were like both in the same city. And they're a thrash band, their guitarist and their front man is Gary Holt from Slayer. I don't know if you know him.
really?
He's their guitar tech. He's Gary Holt's
Okay.
guitar tech.
I was thinking he was the front man or something. I was like, no way.
Yeah, it was so the front man of Newcomb is his name's Steve. He's the guitar tech of Gary Holt. And so like very similar sounding to Exodus, like great stuff, just pure violence, pure thrash, pure speed. And
I'll have to check it out, man. Yeah, we are in a metal band drought in San Diego. I don't want to trash on our other local bands, but
Yeah.
there's not many of us, and it seems like the ones that are here are just trying to do what everybody all the other bands here are doing. It's like if we all play the same kind of music, we'll band together and create a strong scene. It's like, yeah, but everyone sounds the same, you
It's
know?
so oversaturated, you know.
Hardcore bands, and then even the a lot of the deathcore bands. I'd say Vedma's probably the only deathcore band in San Diego that's, actually innovating and doing really cool stuff, you know?
Or it's on the opposite end of the spectrum, and it's all fucking. It's either hardcore and shit, or it's pop punk and indie.
Yeah, no
It's
in
just
between,
it's
man.
yeah. There's no like real metal anymore.
Yeah.
Well, that's a great spot for you guys to be in.
Yeah,
Little
somewhat.
competition, but
Yeah, a little competition, but it is tough to find people to play with a lot. That's why we've been traveling to LA and Phoenix and all these places because much, much bigger scenes, you know. And people in San Diego are snobs, man.
Yeah, I always think like I'm more into this for like I don't do this for clicks or like I don't get paid anything, so I don't do it for like money or clicks or anything. So like I've been starting to like build pockets of like groups in like cities, countries, wherever. And then I've been trying to like connect the scenes together because I figure like if you guys will grow and I help you grow, then we can all grow together. And
Yeah, that's a great way to look at it.
so like I know there's a couple bands I deal with from like Oklahoma and stuff, and like even in Texas, and they're coming over to play like the Whiskey in LA and stuff like that. So
Brilliant.
like if I could get your scenes to like start meshing together, that would be great for all of us.
That'd be super good, man. Metal bands are few and far between everywhere. Unless you look at Europe, you're not going to find as many as you would, let's say even 10 years ago, I feel like the scene was a lot, bigger. The scene in general, all of us, every metal band and every metal fan, it's kind of sad to see. Everyone's so like sprawled out almost. You have like a band here or there in Texas and these other areas, or you'll have, for example, just us in San Diego. We're probably the only metalcore band here, And then, I mean, connecting everybody and making this one massive scene. I really like the concept of that. That'd be great.
Yeah, I started out my whole like I was joking at first, but then I was like, why is it a joke? Like I want world domination through thrash, you know what I mean? Like if I could just get a thrash band in each country and then, start growing scenes there. And then what I did was like my entire thing was I started like I just wanted to find more riffs. Like I don't do drugs, I don't drink, so like I just chase riffs. And I found like all these bands in like the middle of nowhere, Costa Rica, Venezuela, and you really start seeing like a lot of underground, undercover scenes, and they start like growing, and that's how you're starting to discover like and it flourishing.
Yeah,
So yeah, I would like to like I don't know, like you said, I don't know too many bands in San Diego besides Newcomb and Vedma. And Vedma, like I don't really even like deathcore to be honest with you, but some reason I like Vedma's deathcore because it's sort of like your stuff. It wasn't just straight metalcore. It was like it had a lot of influences and
it's very weird. It's
yeah. So
very,
like what did you guys listen to before you got into metalcore? Like I know you said grunge, but was it just grunge or
it was like grunge, pop punk,
yeah,
just like I don't want to say the easy stuff, but like the easy stuff to play.
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I loved thrash and black metal. Actually, black metal was what got me to play guitar in the first place because I was a huge fan of Bootsum and Mayhem obviously introduced me to all of it. We won't talk about that, but
Yeah.
yeah, I was falling in love with all of Varg's, early works on Burzum, and I started playing that on guitar, and I was like, man, I could do this. I could play this. This isn't super hard. So I started playing that, and I fell in love with how simple the riffs were, but how complex, almost the songwriting and structuring was. And then I almost backtracked from black metal to thrash, and then I ended up finding new metal like later, And sure, I
Yeah.
like stuff like, Stained and, the Dad Rock or whatever, or the Butt Rock when I was like 13 and around that age. But black metal, I'd say, really got me into metal, funny enough, and then everything else followed after. So
Yeah, lately I've been getting into a lot of black and thrash. I don't know if you listen to black thrash at all.
yeah, yeah, that stuff's awesome.
Yeah, and I like that because it, like you said, it has the song structure of black metal, but it has the speed and the intensity of regular thrash. And there's some great record labels I've been working with these last couple weeks of some black and thrash.
Man.
So when you guys write, because you guys all come from different backgrounds, I would say, or like different interests in music listening, like does it make it like hard for you guys to pin stuff down? Because like you're probably coming more from like a grunge and pop punk or whatever background of drumming, and then you're coming more from like thrash, which I guess there's a little bit of crossover there, but
I actually think it helps us out a lot. It doesn't
Yeah.
like I think that's why our sound is so unique, like you were saying. Like you could hear all our different inspirations in it. And I think that's really what, Subjugator is. It's just all our inspirations and we're not trying to sound like anyone. You know what I mean? Like we're trying to be our own thing, trying to make our own sound, but not like our own genre. We're not trying to be like, oh, we're a genre defining band, but like,
yeah, yeah.
we bring all our influences together. And I think for some reason it just works.
Yeah, it definitely used to cause some contention though, way back when, Sean Maxon wanted us to be a metalcore band, and I was like, hell no, that's
Yeah.
gay, brother. We're playing thrash metal. And then slowly over time, my mind changed and his mind changed, and it slowly blended into whatever this like cesspool of Subjugator is. So we got this big like genre spaghetti almost stuff, all this stuff we
Spaghetti.
like. Genre spaghetti, man.
But
Yeah.
I think I really that's a cool term, genre. That's like a song name, genre spaghetti.
That's
But I think it's cool because like there's a lot of bands and you pick Slayer and like Slayer has a sound and you have to stick to that sound. Like Slayer can't go play like Megadeth because it's a different sound. And so like I
Maybe
think
that's we'll play Metallica.
yeah. But I think like with you guys, you could like venture into, melodic death metal. You could go metalcore, you could go thrash, and like your sound has a little bit of all that, so it makes you more well-rounded. And I think that would help you guys like just help put out more music, right? Like it allows your
Yeah.
writing to be different.
Yeah, we can definitely venture out in pretty much any direction we want to. I think because we don't have a super defined sound. There's just enough to where there's a core of what we sound like. But besides that, we could do anything. Actually, our recent song we've been working on was their idea. They wanted, quote unquote, a song to have sex to. And it just ended up sounding like nine-inch nails with a little bit of like Rammstein in there.
Yeah. Well, like my
And
my my thought process for the song was like me and Maximo were joking one day. We were just driving. I don't remember where we were driving, but he was like, he said like, dude, like, what if there was like a Playboy magazine in Cyberpunk? Like, what would it be called? And he was like, it'd probably be like a Flesh and Chrome or something. And I was like, wait, that's actually a hard ass
yeah, so we
name.
named it A Flesh and Ground. It's
So
just
then,
like groovy nine inch
yeah.
nails, new metalish song, and then suddenly there's this really heavy breakdown with
So
like
then I was
screaming. It's
like,
awesome. I love
I brought the
it.
name up. I was like, guys, we got to make Flesh of Chrome a sex song. It's got to be about sex. It's got to be,
Yeah, man. We were supposed to be recording a different song, and I showed up at the apartment, and Barry and Maximo were there, like playing this groovy, like funky Michael Jackson sex riff. I was like, "What is this?" I was like, "We're supposed to be recording like this really like mean, like fast riffage. I'm supposed to be doing screaming." I walk in, and they're recording this funky music. I was like, "What are you guys doing?" And, it took me like one night, and then I was like, "All right, I'm convinced. It's kind of cool."
We're no longer a metal band. We're gonna do some R&B like Al Green cover band.
Dude, at first I was not with the idea. I was like, this is
Dude,
ridiculous.
what if somebody gets knocked up to like a subjugator riff? You know what I
they
mean?
better name their fucking kid after us.
This is Subjugator the second junior. Dude,
That'd
this
be
that'd
cool.
be
The
hilarious.
Subjugator, the drywall.
Yeah, something dumb.
Kid comes out all like demonic and
Oh my Lord, that poor
Fucking
kid.
comes
Yeah.
out as a riff master
I
though.
feel
Fuck
like
that.
I feel like naming your kid Subjugator or anything affiliated is just like a
That's
curse. It's
asking for
like
trouble.
that's like screaming to the heavens, God, strike that baby down. Yeah, terrible idea.
Saying I gave you my child.
Yeah, right. It's like discussing deals with Rumpelstiltskin there, man. It's a
that
bad
kind of
idea.
that's another cool concept for an album. Demented Rumpelstiltskin stories.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, that's not a bad idea at all. Could totally do something with that. You can turn a lot of things into metal, man.
Dude,
It's so,
we just in this like 20 minutes we've been talking, it's like we've got like 15 albums lined up for you guys now. You know what I mean?
yeah, man. We got all sorts of ideas going on.
So what I think is crazy as hell is because like you guys are obviously younger than like, Black Sabbath or Slayer but I think it's so crazy that Like you guys are doing it like the old school way. You're all in like the same apartment. You guys all like get in the same room and write together. You all have your own same ideas. Whereas I talked to like the old guys who used to do that, they all are like spread out now, sending tracks via.
Across, yeah. I
So
don't know how to do that. It's so strange to me how they could.
I wonder if that's why you guys have such a tight sound, is because you guys practice and play together every day, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, everything definitely is a group effort, I'd say. I wouldn't say there's really one guy writing the songs. I mean that's how it was for me in the early days, but a lot of those earlier songs didn't get pushed out or released. The only two that got released that was pretty much just solely me writing lyrics, riffs, and then Billy had his drums in there, but a lot of it was me like, no, do this instead for the drums. Stuff like that, was Belladonna Bites the Bullet. And then
Oh, that's a cool name too.
yeah, and then Domari. Those were the only songs that were really written by one guy. The rest of them was just everybody coming together. It starts as Barry and I write the song. We're like, all right, it's done. And then Billy's like, no, I got to do my own drums. And then we yell at him for like an hour, like, no, the drums are fine. You don't get to write them. And then he writes his own drums, and then it all comes together.
So does
So,
Barry live with you guys or?
Nah,
no,
he also lives about only like 10 minutes away.
yeah, he's
Like
pretty.
everyone lives within 10 minutes. So
So there's three of you in the apartment together though, right?
there's three of us in a two-bedroom apartment.
Okay.
I'm so glad I
And
live
a
at home.
like it is fucking tiny in here. Like I probably fucking almost reached the wall by going like this,
Yeah,
pretty
dude,
much.
man, they wanted me to move in with them because the way we got our guitarist Justin was we knew him, he's our buddy, but he lived up in Sacramento. That's about like
Yeah.
what, like 8 hours, maybe if there's no traffic,
Eight and a
right?
half hours driving, and I know that because I drove him
Yeah,
down.
eight and a half, eight
I
and a
didn't
half
know it was
hour
that
away.
far. I was
Yeah,
figuring it was like three or four.
no, it's
Six,
way
7 miles
up
away.
there. But
It looks like this big on a map, like that's only
yeah.
like.
Yeah, our guitar Sean at the time, he left the band, and our bassist Kurt, love both those guys. They're awesome dudes. They left the band, and it was just me, Barry, and Billy, and I think Barry was underway at the time, so we didn't know any of this stuff was going on. And Billy and I are just sitting there like, oh my fucking God, we have no clue what we're gonna do. And then we were just like, you know what? Let's just call Justin. He was a big thrash guy. He was annoying in our friend group chats. He'd always send videos of him playing to try and impress all the girls in there, and they all hated it. It was hilarious. And just
Chicks,
like
chicks don't dig thrash.
yeah, yeah, brother, they don't like Morning High, dude. Give it a rest. But
We like morning high. The chicks don't. The chicks want you to play fucking
yes,
off,
man.
bro. They want to hear fucking Justin
Yeah,
Timberlake.
so we just rang him up. We're like, dude, just move down. So he's like, oh, dude, it's gonna take me a while to decide. And we are like, all right, well, let us know your verdict in 2 weeks, and we'll move you down to 2 months. And that's exactly what we did, man. And they were like, well, we need a place to stay, and we don't really have like a house. So Billy rents out an apartment, and they're like, yeah, like you should move in with us, Tier. I was thinking about it, and then I was like, no, no, I'm not gonna do that, man. And then because it sounded really fun, and I thought about it. I was like, there's no way in hell I'm living with those two jokers. And then thank God I didn't move in because I'd be sleeping on the couch like Maximo. And that thing fits him. He's like five,
Six.
5'6", maybe.
5'5".
Yeah, maybe 5'5". He can fit there. I'm 6 foot, maybe 6'1" now. I'm not sleeping on no couch, man. It's not working for
You
me.
could have just slept in bed with me.
No, brother. I'm not doing that. I've seen the girls you talk to.
Fuck it. Jess can sleep on the couch. Me and you will have the
Yeah,
bed.
right, right.
I think it's cool though that you guys are doing it like the old school way, and like I think that man, that's so cool. I just think it's so cool that you guys are doing it that way. But so like, if one of you gets like say I don't know, you're sitting around, and you're like, I got a riff. And you start practicing, does like everybody jump in, or are they like sometimes like, ah, fuck it, man, I don't feel like playing right now, or
I mean, like Justin, like at like 1 or 2 in the morning, will like fucking scream. And start like fucking banging on my wall, and I'll get out of bed and like I'm either in my underwear, I'm just fucking naked. I'm just go to his room, like and I'm like,
Oh,
what? He's
dude.
like, bro, check out this riff. I'm like,
Yeah, I
he'll
need
play this like little riff or whatever. I'm like, that's cool, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
but like
this,
I need you to program drums for me on this app I'm using or whatever so that I can play it.
it's really fucking annoying, but it's really fun at the same time.
Yeah, Maximo's kind of his own guy though, unless there's a collective writing session. Usually when Barry's over, because Barry has the best recording equipment. Maximo has his own, but if he's over, everybody's jumping in for the most part and helping out. Unless it's just we're recording vocals and it's like, okay, well, then it's just begrudgingly screaming the same thing a few times. But
Hell yeah.
I mean, people will jump in for jam sessions and stuff like that, especially when recording's going on. When it does, everybody just comes together and is like, all right, well, let's work on this. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's I'd say everybody has a hand in everything pretty much.
Well, hey, we're running out of time. We only got a couple minutes left. So I don't know if you want to tell everybody where they could get the newest Brain Maze release, the EP.
Well,
Well, it's on all platforms. Currently, we're working on making physical music, and we're getting a website up and running soon to get that out to everyone. And
yeah, yeah. I mean, if people are looking for physical copies, just follow us on Instagram, Subjugator SD for San Diego, and we'll put an announcement out when we got those physical copies out. So anybody looking for that, they can they'll just have to be patient.
And they'll
But
have to look too and see if there's any upcoming shows for you guys too. So I would follow the dudes in Subjugator so you can check out their shows or physical releases.
we got one coming up here soon, February.
What
We'll be the only metal band playing a battle of bands in San Diego. Probably gonna scare a lot of moms. That'll be pretty funny. People are gonna hate us. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's like Indian pop punk bands, and like
Yeah.
they're bringing their like college friends and like their girlfriends and shit. We're gonna show up in our fucking
Nobody wants to hear
evil outfits,
Subjugator,
and
man.
we're gonna fucking go like, "Fuck you, motherfuckers! We're fucking kicking this shit off." And we're gonna fucking
Yeah,
spinal tap a few people's, fucking rip their spine cords out,
yeah,
and then we're gonna wonder why we didn't win.
yeah. We're not making it to that second round, dude. But it'll be worth doing.
At least you have a good time.
Yeah,
Yeah, there we go. That's what tour was. Made no money. Played for like
we
played
lost
for the sound.
$2,000.
Yeah, we lost $2,000 on tour. Made no money. Played for the sound guy and Deadly Virtues went on tour with us. It was still a great time, man. We loved it.
Hey, that's all that matters. If it once it stops becoming fun, I'm done, you know?
Yeah, man. Seriously. I mean, obviously sometimes you got to stick out the rough parts where you're not having a whole lot of fun. But I mean, if the drive dies, man, it's like, well, got to call it, But
For
yeah,
sure.
so far it's gone, so we're doing all right.
Well, I want to thank you guys again for stopping by on such short notice. I mean, like literally, I think I hit them up like late last night, like, can you do this? And they all got together. So I'm very appreciative you bailed me out.
Yeah, man, no worries. I was looking forward to it, so I'm glad a spot opened up so we could do this. First interview, by the way, pretty
All right.
cool, man. Yeah, this is awesome.
Well, at least for a little bit, I'll be your best interviewer, for at least a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you so far you are the best interviewer we've ever had, man.
I appreciate it.